Hey, this is Jason. I'm coming to you today from my home office, and I wanted to make a quick video and I want to talk to you about giving yourself a raise. Now, before I get into this, let me first just thank you for inquiring about this exciting telecommunications industry. And I want you to know that Angela and myself and Ryan, we are all here to support you. If you have any questions, reach out to us. If you cannot get in touch with Angela, reach out to me. I'll take good care of you. And if you can't get in touch with me, then you can reach out to Ryan. He's also one of our team members here. And if you haven't met Ryan, you'll be meeting him within the next few days in a couple of the videos we're going to be sending out to you. Now, back to this. Let's talk about giving yourself a raise. Wouldn't it be nice if you were able to call a meeting with yourself? You know, when you're at work and the boss says, hey, Jason, can you step into my office, please? I'd like to talk to you about your performance and maybe give you a raise. That feels good. Now, what would it be like if you were able to give yourself a raise? I know what that feels like. Within the past 10 months, I have given myself, when you do the math, you take the amount of money that I'm making through the cell phone world, and then I'm talking about the residual income, that income that comes every month when people pay their bills. You take that amount of money, you divide it by 160 hours, which is, if you work full time, you work 40 hours a week, you multiply that by 4, you're working 160 hours out of the month. So we take the money that I'm making from my cell phones, we divide that by 160, and over the past 10 months, I have given myself a $16.25 per hour raise. Now, I have a job. I have a job where I make $10 an hour. You know, $10 an hour is not something that people are typically real proud of, especially or someone my age, you know, my early 30s. You know, $10 an hour, $9 an hour is what people are making these days right out of high school. But you know what? When you start moving up into the world of pay scales and you start getting into 30,000 and 40,000 and 60,000, so often what comes along with that money is responsibility that will drain your quality of life. You have no time at home. You have no time with your children. You miss all the soccer games. You're constantly exhausted. You're constantly being pulled from your life back into work. And that's just a lot of times a natural consequence of making a lot of money. But because of what I've been able to do in the cell phone world, I can make $10 an hour at a job where I don't have a whole lot of responsibility. I get every evening off with my family and I have a ton of flexibility with my schedule. But I take the $10 an hour that I'm making there, add it to the $16 an hour that I'm making sitting around just because of the cell phone network that I've built. I'm making $26 an hour, and I have a quality of life. Now, if we want some forward motion in life, I can get out there, put in some more hours, go land a job making $30,000 or $40,000 a year, and start stacking some cash up or take some extra vacations. The point is that the flexibility is there because of that. Okay, and this company that we activate for, their mission, when they launched the company just over a year ago, their mission was to create millions of thousandaires. Unlike many of the companies that require huge startup investments, all sorts of capital, good credit to actually start activating phones for their service, with this company, none of that is required. All you have to have is a desire and a social security number, and you can become an authorized dealer. They call it a social member. And their mission was to create millions of thousandaires. And so what they did was they created a compensation plan where normal people can achieve. Now, it doesn't happen overnight. And let me touch on this. Managed expectations is one of the most important things. I mean, I've helped so many people get plugged into this scene. And people who come in thinking, oh, I'm going to just... this is going to open up a floodgates of money. They're disappointed, and a lot of times they don't follow through. But if you have a long-term vision, 54 is not a high number. You know, how many people do you know pay for cell phone service? How many people do you know plan on paying for cell phone service for the rest of your life? Almost everybody you know. And when you get 54 customers activated, the company gives you a $1,000 per month bonus. That's on top of what you get for each line monthly. So 54 customers equates to about $1,300 a month. And it's very achievable. It may not happen in 2 months. It may not happen in 3 months. It may not happen in a year. But even if it takes you 18 or 20 months, you continue to keep at it, you're going to get to that point where you have an extra $1,000 a month coming in. So let's do the math. Let's talk real quickly. I'm going to break it down. I'm trying not to keep the video too long. I got my calculator down here. The way the company pays you is, let's say you activate 29 phones, okay? And for 29 phones, That's going to bring in about $190 roughly per month. Okay, you divide that by 160 hours per month that you work. When you've activated 29 phones, you've given yourself a $1.19 raise. Okay? When I worked in the retail grocery industry, twice a year there were reviews. Everyone got a review, everyone got a raise. There were 2 raises you could possibly get, either a 10-cent raise or a 25-cent raise. Grown people, grown full-time associates who the most that their income can raise in a year is 50 cents per hour. And with just 29 customers, you give yourself a $1.19 per hour raise. Now here's where the first bonus comes in with this company. Once you activate your 30th customer, you get a $250 per month bonus. What that equates to is about $450 per month. So from 29 to 30, you go from $190 to $450 per month. You divide that by 160. Once you have 30 customers activated, you've given yourself a $2.81 per hour raise. Per hour raise. If your job fires you, right, you're still making $2.81. 40 hours a week, no matter what you're doing, whether you're at a baseball game, whether you're grocery shopping, whether you're at work, 40 hours a week, you're passively making $2.81 an hour. Then you hit that 54th customer, and that's when you become a thousandaire. 54 customers, that $250 per month bonus goes up to $1,000. Now you're looking at about $1,300 a month you're bringing in. You divide that by 160. 54 customers, and you've given yourself an $8.12 per hour raise. Now that's life. Hey, look, there's the mortgage. $8.12 doesn't sound like a whole lot, but when you add it all up at the end of the month, and now you're bringing in $1,300, there's the mortgage. For some people, that's a mortgage and a car payment. That's life changing. That's money that can help you move forward. That's money that can help you, that you can save. That's money that can help you get out of debt. And this isn't some 5,000 customers you had to get. 54 customers, and everyone you know has a cell phone. It's not a hard sell. You don't have to convince someone they need to buy something new that they're not paying for. They're already paying for it. But you have the opportunity to say, hey, let me show you how I can help you save some money. It's an incredible offer, and I encourage you to have something, to realize that this thing exists. This business of yours exists because you say so. It's your decision if you go into business. If you say, you know what, I don't want it, that's your call. It was my decision to go into business for myself. I am the reason why I have given myself this raise that I have. And I can help you do the same. And Angela can help you do the same. And my sponsor, Brian, he can help you do the same. Together, we can help you. It really is your decision. You decide if you're going to become a business owner of yourself. It doesn't have to consume your life. It doesn't cost a whole bunch of money. But you decide if you're going to do something and have a product that people are willing to pay for and have something in your life to where you can actually give yourself a raise. Thank you for joining me in this video. It's been awesome speaking with all of you who have had the chance to speak to. If there's anything we could do for you, reach out to us. God bless you all and have a wonderful day.